Welcome to the forward-focused FlashCast, bite-sized episodes on becoming a more effective, well-rounded leader, with quick tips that you can implement right away. I'm your host, Jon Reusch, and in today's FlashCast, we're talking about having an effective vision. And what does that mean? Oftentimes, when you look into getting the most out of your team or building synergy or accomplishing a goal, we've done it here on our Forward Focus platform of running effective meetings to get the most out of your people, right? Well, there's something that's even more paramount to having those meetings be effective, and that's having an effective vision. So let's download that. It starts with this: where you've been, where you're at, and where you're going. If you don't take the time to look backward to move forward, you're going to repeat mistakes and you're going to miss success that you have found previously. So it does start by looking backward and assessing where you are today before making a strategic decision to move forward. Now, here's the key: vision. What is vision? I think Warren Buffett says it best, and he says leadership is the capacity to translate vision into reality. The idea of taking something that's up here and putting it into reality so you can actually tangibly see it, feel it, and work with it is incredible. Think about, at one point, this was just a vision, a cell phone, an iPhone, right? Which is so much more than just a cell phone. So I love that. It's the ability to translate vision into reality. So let's unpackage that. Well, what does a vision look like? For some people, like in sports, for example, you'll say, well, we have a vision to win a championship. But is that really a vision? What happens if the vision was to be the best over this decade-long period? Well, now that could quantify into winning multiple championships. If you win 3 or more in a decade, right? That could be quantified as being the best. So winning a championship in sports could just be one stepping stone, a very big stepping stone, to quote unquote being the best, which is the vision. And another example, I was just talking with somebody on the Forward Focus team, and we were talking about how if you have a goal to raise great children, right? Once you become empty nesters, or once that happens, you may not feel fulfilled. You may feel upset, sad, anxious, right? Because now you just achieved a goal, not a vision. The vision would be leaving a legacy that's worth leaving. The vision would be able to say, we're going to prepare our children for such a bright future that they always need to have sunglasses on. You get the point. The vision of leaving that legacy versus just raising my kids until they're out of the house. It's a big difference. So when you think about goals versus vision, that's a way in which you can really think about, in my organization, how am I setting goals versus casting a vision? One more example: making $1 million in revenue versus having $1 million in profit and being debt-free. Well, think about it. Both companies are successful, right? But wouldn't you agree that the company that's making $1 million and is debt-free, if their mission or their vision is to stamp out poverty, they can choose to donate to a charity of their choosing. Every year they can donate $200,000, no questions asked, right? And imagine doing that over the next 10 years. That's $2 million donated to help end poverty. That's a vision versus being $1 million company that, donates times at soup kitchens. Both are great, by the way. And I would argue both are necessary. But one's a very clear vision or a step towards that vision, and the other is just a great goal. There's a few key components to effectively leading your organization and incorporating vision. Number one is accountability. You must have accountability with your team to accomplish activities to drive towards goals that accomplish a vision. I'll say that again. You must have accountability with yourself and your team to accomplish activities that meet goals to accomplish the bigger vision. Daily, weekly, monthly accountability will help you achieve a really massive vision. Number two, capital is important when it comes to this. And I'm not just talking money. Of course, money makes things maybe more attainable quicker or maybe easier in some aspects. But when I say capital as being a part of accomplishing vision as a leader, that's also social capital. It's relational capital. It's who do you know? It's who can you impact, what can you implement? Capital is so important when you think about accomplishing a vision. No one's going to accomplish a vision by themselves. Part of that capital is fundraising, and it's using other people's expertises and backgrounds and knowledge, to be able to apply your big goals to an ultimate vision. So do not underestimate the power of having great capital as a leader. And then lastly, value. You got to be providing value at some level, right? If you're not providing value, if you're not solving a problem, if you're not getting somebody excited about what could be or where you're heading, your vision's probably not going to land. If you want to be the best underwater basket weaver in the world, okay, it's kind of weird, right? So does that vision really provide value to anybody? Does it really resonate or hit home? Do we really have people on this planet that want to be the best underwater basket weavers? Probably not, right? So your vision needs to be in real time applicable. It needs to be solving that problem. It needs to be something that's just got so much momentum for this planet. So some ways to do this is if you write down a goal or you write down like a target for your company, ask yourself, who benefits when that goal is accomplished? Ask yourself, who's impacted at a high level when that goal is achieved? If it's just you or your organization or your company, it's not a vision. It's a great goal. Your vision must solve a problem. Your vision must be something that isn't necessarily time stamped, meaning, yeah, I have to do this in 5 years. The vision could be something that lives well beyond your time on this planet. A vision is literally, it's transcending any one person, any one place, or any one organization. To run effective meetings and run an effective organization, you must consistently and constantly look at your vision, look at what you're aiming to accomplish. Ask yourself, does it motivate? Does it inspire? Is it something that gets you excited at 4 a.m. or 4 p.m.? That, my friends, is a vision. And that's something that once you find it, you want to cherish it, hold on to it, and shout it from the rooftops. If you found value in today's content, please be sure to subscribe so you never miss a lesson to become the leader that you deserve to be. And until next time, lead on.